What are the major differences between the classic company and the circular economy company? Can you name a few?
Well, I think that there has been some studies comparing, for example, Finnish companies to international companies that are working in circular economy areas, and I think the main difference there is that these multinationals, I think they have started to think more holistically about the circular economy area, so that they are thinking how to get the value chain more circular in every step that they are doing. And in that respect, I think they are more inventing their business models towards circular economy practice, and there you have some advantages like price stability when you know that you get your resources back, for example, and I think this is a way to really open up the business much more to new innovations, since no company can do it themselves. They need to have SME and large corporation collaboration in many ways. And to your question, can I name some of the companies that are working maybe in a good way in circular economy area? That is a harder question. It also depends of the industry itself that is really working on. But I would say that from the Finnish perspective, Neste is one company you should look into. It's a multinational from Finland, and they are doing renewable diesel, for example, from different waste streams, and doing it very well. So it's a big business already. It's something that has started in 10 plus years with the heavy R&D investments, and it's looking quite good right now. I think the raw material part that are from waste streams is more than 70% already. So it's one example from the kind of a heavy industry, and definitely what investors are looking for as well. And of course, there's the collaboration with IKEA and Neste, for example, to find out new bio-based plastics and to replace oil-based plastics. That's something that is also a good example of kind of multinational collaboration in the field where nobody has yet answers.
What about growth in circular economy projects versus classic projects? How we can compare this?
Well, I don't know if you can really compare, because circular economy is more like a big kind of theme itself. It's not like an industry area that we could nominate that this company is a circular economy company. I think every company has potential to be circular economy company in a bigger scale, and that's why we want to kind of influence the traditional sectors that they reinvent themselves and find out, because circular economy has promising things for many companies, and that's why we haven't really tried to separate them from the kind of mainstream itself. But I think when you think about growth, the most important thing is that you are competitive and you have stability with your raw materials. You are very close to customers, and you use digital solutions to kind of scale up your business. So in that respect, I think these things are very important for the companies themselves to kind of come up with the growth that is better maybe than the average in stock markets, for example.
What about food, water, and energy nexus? You just talked a little bit about energy, but what about food, where we waste a lot of resources? Can you bring any of the circular economy project examples? Have you worked on any such projects?
Yeah, well, in the Finnish roadmap for circular economy, we have 5 focus areas, and one is a sustainable food system, and it's just starting. And there we are trying to find kind of regional pilots where we can demonstrate food produced close by, and use the public procurement systems to support sustainably produced food, and also to make sure that nutrients are recycled most effectively, and also kind of that it's safe and sound for the environment as well. So try to kind of cover the whole cycle. And there we have, of course, one kind of future-oriented thing is how to come up with alternative protein sources. That is something that I think in the food industry is a big thing. And I know that, for example, Swedish pension funds have challenged some of the multinationals to find out how to transform to kind of alternative protein sources in their products. So I think that is a great example how investors can influence also the industries and come up with the new things that they see happening in the business. And of course, in many ways, customer is still the king. And if they are demanding for a kind of different products than are existing right now, in Finland there is new startups coming from this field. So it's very exciting. And we know that even in 1 year's time, there's products like pulled oats instead of pulled pork. So that's something that actually startup was almost bought by a Finnish multinational just to make the kind of international expansion possible. So of course these startups need to have bigger shoulders, and that's come from usually from bigger companies.
I see. Well, thank you very much.